This call is being recorded.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Brother Hatim, and you have made it to Folk Tales for Grown Folks. Now, I'm still working out the bugs, ladies and gentlemen, but the bugs will always be here. You know what I'm saying? Now, and that's the beautiful thing about life, because as we grow and as we experiment, we become better and better and greater at the things that we do. And that is the goal of Gye-Nyame journey. You know what I'm saying? We are a tribe dedicated to self-mastery. And the system we use is basically following the wisdom of our ancestors. And the ways that we get access to the wisdom of our ancestors is through the words that they left us, through the rituals that they left us. And we build on that. So now, let me start off with this. So now this is a new part that I'm adding. So what I need to do, and once I get the group together, the staff together, and get people responsible for different things, one of the things that I want to make sure that I'm able to do for all parties involved is be able to share with you some of the tools that we use. So I want to make sure that everybody is getting access to these tools. So one of the tools that I'm using is this Story Builder Think Sheet. Now, hopefully you can see it on your screen. I'm still trying to figure out how this whole thing works, and eventually I'll be able to broadcast on Spreaker at the same time that I'm doing the show, and that's going to be marvelous. Marvelous. Listen to me. So we are on the verge of some big things. We're on the verge of some great things. So I need you to tune in with me and stay with me and be patient as we build through this, because those that are coming and listening to the stuff that I'm talking about on Saturday, I need you to understand that we are building a multimedia company, a multimedia empire. We have different opportunities that's going to be coming. Right now, I'm just doing a lot of this stuff, but eventually other people are going to pick up the ball, and we are going to start running. We got musicians, we got rappers, we got access to studios. You know what I'm saying? We're able to do stuff in our own house that we were never able to been able to do. And all this is because we are in a dynamic time. The only thing that we have to do to keep it dynamic is not to get caught up in the malarkey, not to get caught up in the bull. And I'm not cussing because I try to keep Folk Tales for Grown Folks clean. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a show that that students could use, that children could use, and that many different people can use. So for the cussing and stuff, and sometimes the drinking and stuff, you can catch me on Freestyle Fridays when I'm actually kicking it. But right now, we're about to get down into these proverbs. So now, into the folk tales. So what I want to do right now is I want to present you with a sheet that you can use on your personal journey on breaking down these fables, these folk tales, these myths that we are constantly surrounded by. I'm challenging you like I challenge those in my warrior training. I want you to start watching TV different. I want you to start being able to use this sheet, if not just the actual physical sheet, but to use your mind to look at stories and start learning to look at the stories different, so that you can start empowering yourself with the stories. Because once you start realizing the secret behind stories, you start realizing that you are the hero in every one of them. But at the same time, you're the villain too. You know what I'm saying? So really start looking and tuning in. So now, right now, I'm on the Story Builder Think Sheet. As you see, you got the symbol for Gye-Nyame as well as Simba up there, because we one nation. You know what I'm saying? Gye-Nyame, we just choose the phoenix as our totem. You know what I'm saying? And Simba uses the lion. You know what I'm saying? And, of course, in the center of that, both of them are focused on that Gye-Nyame symbol. You know what I'm saying? Unless God, the omnipotent God. You know what I'm saying? That power. That's what they focus on, that spiritual power, that self-mastery, because through us, God expresses itself. So in a sense, we are. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to say that, because I'm going to leave it for you to say, because it takes a boldness to say that. It takes a courage to say that. You know what I'm saying? I am. You know what I'm saying? and to really start acting on that, because the Creator gets experience of life through you. So you have access, just like the Creator got access to you, got access to all that wisdom. So all the problems that you have in your life have already been solved. You just don't know it yet. You're in a play and you forgot that you're an actor. Wow. So here's the Story Builder sheet. Let me read the instruction. Story Builder Think Sheet. This form is designed to help you take a deeper look at stories, myths, legends, fables, television, movies, and music. By using this form, you will be able to get the lessons for yourself. Read the story and take a moment to think about it and answer the question on the sheet. All right? So, title of the story. You're going to write the title of the story out. So, today's title would be The Lion in a Farmyard. Right? Just giving you an example. What does the story mean to you? After I read the story, you tell me what the story mean to you. Like, because I'm going to walk through this process for myself, because this is my definition. I don't want you necessarily you don't have to agree with my definition. We could argue, we could debate, we could do whatever, but the point is for you to explore the story for yourself. How can this information you receive from the story help you in your life? How can this information help you? How can what you get from this story, if you applied it right now, how can it help you in your life? All right? Who was the hero? Identify the hero. Identify the villains. That's on you. What is the challenge? What was the challenge that the hero had to face? Even if you ain't agree with the person or the thing that was supposed to be the hero, like on this, you might not agree with the hero. You know what I'm saying? But the story I'm about to read. But what did they have to do? What was the challenge? How did the hero solve the challenge? All right? Boom. Walk yourself through it. After reading the story, who was your favorite character and why? So right now, without any further ado, we're going to get straight into folk tales for grown folks. Now, I don't know if anybody called in, so let me check the lines. Nope. So cool. We're going to be able to run through the show because y'all know that's how I do it. I'm about to run it. We're going to run it. All right? Hold on. Let me name this show, and then we're going to get into it. It is The Lion in the Farmyard. So I can find it later and upload it to Spreaker. All right. So let's see if anybody's on the Hangout. I'm just checking so if they no, we cool, fam. We cool. All right, cool. We cool. So now let's get busy. Here we go. Let me go so that you get a whole picture. All right, so here's the fable. The Lion in the Farmyard. The Lion in a Farmyard. A lion entered a farmyard. The farmer, wishing to catch him, shut the gate. When the lion found that he could not escape, he flew upon the sheep and killed them. He then attacked the oxen. The farmer, beginning to be alarmed for his own safety, opened the gate and released the lion. On his departure, the farmer grievously lamented the destruction of his sheep and oxen. But his wife, who had been a spectator to all that took place, said, "Oh, my word, you are rightly served. For how could you for a moment think of shutting up a lion along with you in your farmyard when you know that you shake in your shoes if you only hear his roar at a distance?" Man, y'all ready? I want y'all to digest that for a second. So now let's walk through the worksheet. Title of it is The Lion in the Farmyard. All right? What does the story mean to you? All right, cool. Let me walk through it. What the story means for me is, now, sometimes we got to be careful what we wish for, because this man had an appreciation for lions from a distance. And he found that the lion was in his farmyard, and he decided to shut the lion in. And in having the lion trapped, And having all that power trapped, he didn't know what to do with it. See, a lot of us, we get stuff like this. And what the story is telling me is, sometimes when we get what we want or we think we want, we don't know what to do with it. And it becomes very destructive because that farmyard was that man's life. And he trapped this lion, which represented this energy, this unbridled, uncontrolled energy that he deeply wished for. He wished that he could control this energy, and he thought by just getting into the farmyard and closing the gate, he would be able to control it. But when he locked it into the farmyard and the lion perceived that it couldn't escape, the lion immediately started destroying this man's life. That farm was that man's life. That farm was that man's dream. That farm was that man's business. And that man had unleashed the power on his farm that he was not ready for. He unleashed the power in his life that he was not ready for. Right? And the bottom line was that he couldn't control the power because at the end, his wife revealed that she knew and he knew that he couldn't control the power because he was afraid of the lion. And the other thing that comes out of this story for me, and hopefully for you, is that you can't tame and you can't control power if you are fearful of it. Right? This means that we have to step into who we really are. When we step into who we say we want to be, right? If we are not ready for it, if we are not ready for that power, if we are not ready to command that power, if we receive it, it will destroy us. Like that lion destroyed the man's farmyard. Many of us say we want wealth. Many of us say we want success. Many of us say we want happiness. Many of us say we want a better relationship. Many of us say we want cars. Many of us say we just want to be at peace. We just want to be happy. We just want to do better. But because we actually fear these things, when these things come into our farmyard, when they come into our farmyard, one, we are not prepared for it. Two, we are fearful of it. And it destroys. It not only destroys the farm, it destroys us. It destroys what we already have. Because we are not able to direct that power, because that man wasn't scared of that lion. He could have directed and trained that lion to protect his farmyard. But being a fool, he thought just by trapping the power, just by tricking it and trapping the power, that he would be able to be blessed to unleash this power in his life. What did he thought he would? What did he think that the lion would do? Especially when the lion found out that it was the king. I'm the king of the farmyard. How can you allow the lion into your farmyard and allow the lion to be king when it's yours? How can you allow things into your life to become king when it's your life? And many of us do that. You know what I'm saying? We get a new job. We allow that job to become our boss. We allow it into our farmyard and it starts devouring the sheep. It starts devouring our time. We get more money and we let it loose in our farm. It starts destroying our lives. It starts attacking our oxen and tearing up the rest of the barnyard, eating up the chickens because we're not prepared for it. Right? Now, so what it means to me is, one, be careful what you ask for. Two, prepare yourself for what it is that you want to be. Three, when you become what you want to be, or when you receive the blessings, you must be able and be willing to take command. See, because this is what a lot of us don't understand, man. The universe is a vast thing, and at the same time, we are the lowest thing. But at the exact same time, we are the highest thing. And because we only identify with being the lowest, especially as black people, we only identify with being the lowest. We don't take command. We don't take command. When in fact, our whole life, our whole reality is shaped by our mind state and shaped by what we think we can do, by what we believe in. And our beliefs, if our beliefs tell us that we are not worthy. Even when we receive a blessing, we will chase it away from us. So in my community specifically, I need some of you to really start preparing yourself for the blessings you say you want. This is especially for you. But now this is for America. Look. Who is the lion? You know what I'm saying? America done went out and then trapped the lion in their farmyard. And the lion is eating up the sheep. The lion is attacking the oxen. And they want to let the lion out. But when they open the gate for this lion ain't leaving. This lion say, hey, I like this farmyard. I'm not leaving. This story is a description of America in the present state right now. The lion has not decided. Matter of fact, the lion is looking at the owner of the farmyard, supposedly, because the farmer took the farmland from somebody else. The lion is looking at the farmer and saying, hey, I'm not going nowhere. I don't feel like leaving right now. Matter of fact, I like the easiness of catching the sheep right here and catching the oxen within these gates. You are the lion, black folk. He don't know what to do with you. He want to let you go, but you ain't got nowhere to go. You don't want to leave right now. You know what I'm saying? So now, and this is the peace. This is the peace, America. You let us in. You let us stay, but you fear us. And you wondering why you can't control us like you used to. You're not going to be able to control us like you used to because we have figured out. Many of us are figured out. Like right now, we at like 3.5% got this thing figured out. And you already know when we reach 4.5% of the population that knows not just philosophically, not just educationally, but spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and intuitionally have grasped what's going on, you know you're in trouble. The lion is not going to leave. As a matter of fact, the lion is going to chase you and your wife about the yard. So get prepared. Get prepared. You know what I'm saying? I'm sharpening my claws right now. The teeth I ain't lose yet, getting them sharp. You understand what I'm saying? Because I understand the battle coming, and I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? So one or two things going to have to happen. Either you're going to have to get the courage to deal with us as a lion, as men, and as women. You're going to have to be willing to deal with us in reality or continue telling your lies to us and your children, insulting both of us. And because you're insulting us, like a lion, we will pounce upon you and rip you to shreds. So you need to be willing to be able to face us in truth. And when you face us in truth, then we will be able to live in the farmyard together. But until that day, sheep is going to get tore up. Oxen going to get tore up. We ain't even eating chickens. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave your wife out in the yard because she'll get eaten too. And if you slip up, my friend, you up on a plate. But until you're able to face us with truth, it's on and popping. Now, that's my take on the story. How can this information you received in the story help you in your life? One, getting yourself prepared, on a personal level. Getting yourself prepared for what it is you say you want to be. If you want to be successful, are you preparing yourself for success? So when success walks in the door, you command it. Are you preparing yourself for wealth? So when wealth finally comes to you, are you powerful enough to wield it, or will it wield you? You know what I'm saying? So not only being able to capture the power, but being able to command and direct the power, the direction that it needs to go. That's what I received from it, right? These things come right on time. And on top of that, this is a story about a lion, and we move into Simba and Simba. Oh, my God, this is right on time. Like I told you, these stories fall right on time, right when you need them, right? Who was the hero in the story and why? The hero in the story for me was the wife, because the wife knew what was going on, and she was able to call out what it was. How did you think you was going to be able to do something with that lion in the yard when you are afraid? When you are afraid, just when you hear him roar, you coward. You want to trap him in the fence, and now you want to cry about all the damage he did within your fence when you trapped him against his will and didn't have the heart to go out and control him. Shame on you. The woman is the hero for me. Because she was willing to tell the truth. What was the challenge? The challenge was for the man to learn how to control that force, that raw force that the lion represented. So because he couldn't control it, he had to let it go, and in that he lost his opportunity, like many of us. We lose our opportunity because we're not prepared for the lion when we finally catch it. How did the hero solve the challenge? The hero didn't really solve the challenge. The hero just let the lion go. He realized that he wasn't really ready for it, and he let it go. You know what I'm saying? After reading the story, who was your favorite character and why? My favorite character, once again, was the lady because she was able to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? I like the spunk of the lion, but I like the woman being able to tell her like it is. So that is Folk Tales for Grown Folks. I am your host, Brother Hatim. The edition that I'm using is Aesop Fables, translated by George Fowler Townsend. Also, I want to let you know about my newest show. My newest show is called The Line. And what The Line is a show specifically for my listeners, for those individuals who want to get up on the line and be recorded and allow me to post it on my show. You can do whatever you want. All I got to do is come on and let you go. If you want me on the call, you can let me know. If you don't want me on the call, you just let me know. And I can even put the phone down and give you a certain amount of time to do what you want to do. I just want to make sure it's a little appropriate because Line is an adult show. You're going to be able to express yourself, share your poetry, share your rhymes, share your thoughts about politics, economics, religion. I don't care. The show is yours. That's why it's called The Line, and the line is yours. Once you call in, you let me know how you want me to participate, if you even want me to participate, and you get let loose. And the number for the line, because it's open 24 hours a day. All you got to do is wake me up. Once you call, I'll receive a text. So if it ain't too late, I'll be able to see the text, and I'll be able to call the line. And I will turn on the recorder. I will ask her, and I will let you go. The number is 614-556-4535. That's once again 614-556-4535. You know what I'm saying? Be part of the journey. Let me know what's on your mind. Maybe you got an idea that might liberate somebody else. Maybe you got a thought, or maybe you had an issue in your life that might not be a benefit to you right now, but you never know. You never know what you have experienced in your life. You never know how that may help somebody else. A lot of y'all sitting on wisdom. A lot of y'all hiding y'all light up under a bushel. A lot of y'all are cowering like the man in this story. You have a lion within you, and you just letting it go. I'm calling you to tame that lion and to channel it and share that information with people on the show. If what you have is good enough, and you do it on a consistent basis, you know what I'm saying, I'll eventually give you a show up on my network and do my best to help promote it. All right? Also, it's not too late to donate to Simba. I really appreciate it. If you could, you go to my Crowd Rise you just look up Hatim, HA2TIM, or Rescue, Release, and Restore, and you could donate. You could donate to the organization as a whole, or you could donate to the Columbus chapter. All of it goes to Rescue, Release, and Restore, and they will hold the funds for each chapter that you say that you want to do it for. So if you're hearing my voice, you know what I'm saying, I suggest that you go and put some money up for the Gye-Nyame chapter of the Symbol Circle. If you're balling like that, you could do two of them. One just specifically for the Columbus chapter and one for the national body. Now, during off Symbol time, we're going to donate to the national body. Why? because the national body raises funds to try to make sure that the camp is affordable. Also, people is looking at my crowd rise and be like, man, you talking about you want to raise $1 million, blah, blah, blah. My piece is I keep a continuous fundraiser because every year I got to raise for something anyway, but the underlying goal, the overall goal for what I'm trying to do as far as a fundraiser is to raise enough funds to get somebody interested enough and raise enough funds to have a campground that we own, that we can rent rather than have us structuring our camp around other people's stuff. Other people have to structure their camps around our stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's more than enough supporters of Simba right now. There's more than enough Simba's nation builders and young Simbas who are graduating that if we put our pennies and dimes together, we can go on and purchase us a camp or at least have a down payment for the camp. You know what I'm saying? And then there's enough ballers out there that's listening. Some of y'all need tax deductions, right? You know what I'm saying? This is a nonprofit organization. You can help us develop a camp that can be used for a whole bunch of other things, but you know for a fact that for at least a month out the year, a month to 2 months out the year, or maybe even a whole summer, that you have helped finance Simba Camp for children from all over the country, African American boys, Simpsons, and Simpsons for African American girls, teaching them how to be men and women in the African tradition. All right, but listen, this is Brother Hatim. It's time for me to go to bed. I'm already at 10:30, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't got no call-ins. So that means I'm going to call it an end. I like to thank all those people that take time to listen. This will be uploaded. Be sure to follow me on Facebook. Follow Gye-Nyame Journey, not me. You can follow me on Facebook, but follow thumbs up Gye-Nyame Journey. Thumbs up Simba Nation, Simba Simpson Nation. Put me in your circles on Google Plus. That's Gye-Nyame Journey. Also follow me on Twitter at Gye-Nyame Radio. All right. This is Brother Hatim. I'm out. Thank you very much. With that, I say peace.